Coffee is the second most consumed beverage in the whole of the United States after water, and Nilotic provides the best of the best specialty coffees from East African Nile basins of the higher altitudes. Nilotic Coffee House is actually aiming at changing the livelihood of farmers who in all these years have actually been taken advantage of, and Nilotic Coffee House is looking at advocating for their fair pricing. My name is Nwagaba Johnson. I come from a family of 4 siblings. My parents are coffee farmers and cattle keepers. Growing up in a family of coffee farmers and cattle keepers, it actually elevated my love for coffee and my love for growing and working together with my community.
We have come all the way from the USA. We're here in Uganda to visit our coffee farmers and strengthen our relationship with them. Right now we have just come from Kampala, which is the capital city of Uganda. We're coming all the way far east into the mountains of Kapchora, which is very far in the east. So before the mountains you cross the River Nile. This is the famous River Nile, which is a big part of our heritage as Nilotic Coffee House and as Nilotic people. Marvin is my name. I am a co-founder and logistics manager of Nilotic Coffee House. We are children of the Nile and we are proud of such a beautiful scenery.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Nigel and I come from England. I've been working in Uganda with Marvin for a year now, up in Balisa. And being a European, I love coffee. And being a European, I have no idea about the journey of this. From here to my cup in Europe. So I'm very humbled and I'm very honoured, very deeply honoured to be welcomed into your community today, to actually see where this comes from and to meet the people behind this. So thank you very much for your hospitality today.
We have met some very interesting farmers and they're taking us around to show us where the coffee comes from, how do you process it, how do they pulp it, and how do they maintain quality.
Two years, like this one here. This is 2 years.
This is 2 years from seed.
Yes. So by 3 years, you will see all these things, all this flowering.
Nilotic Coffee House observe our processing procedures. That means that we only do hand picking by picking only the red cherries that will bring out our best quality and our standards that we always observe. Then after that, we have a good trained group of our farmers that actually observe the post-harvest procedures where they do the depulping. After doing with depulping, we do fermentation and roll and wash our coffee, then dry it on high raised beds. From there, we observe and do the grading. After that, we pack our coffee and bring it to the United States. As children of the Nile, Nilotic Coffee House want to restore the lifeblood of our continent through sustainable farming practices, environmental awareness, and water security programs.
Key things we have learned is they use a lot of organic fertilizers. They use cow dung and coffee husks to make sure that then the nutrients are replenished in the soil. They've also taught us that they have intercropping techniques. They use matoke, which is a plantain, it's a banana that is indigenous to Uganda, that they use as a shade over the coffee.
I growing up on the coffee farms and being educated, benefiting my school fees on those coffee farms and these coffee beans, it means a lot to me. It's not just all about the business, but it's all about being the sound of the voiceless farmers who are earning a living on that coffee bean. Nilotic Coffee House is not coming on board just to do business, but one, to provide the best quality coffees to the Americans, because me, myself, I was welcomed by Americans with open hands. The love I was shown, I'm now giving back to the Americans with the best quality coffees, and also giving back to the farmers since coffee raised me. And I, growing up in those challenges where people used to come down on the ground, take advantage of our dads and families, paying low prices for the best coffees, it made me actually come up and be a voice for the voiceless farmers who have not been able to be compensated well in their hard work. So what are we doing as Nilotic Coffee House towards our farmers? We are adding value onto their coffee. That means that we are bringing coffee from Uganda, buying it from our own communities, our own families who are farmers, and have fair prices for them. Nilotic Coffee House, we also coming up with a program where we can have farmers circles, where we bring farmers together, educate them, train them on how they can save and invest what they earn from their hard work. And also adding value in the coffee product, because we shall not only be importing green beans in here, but we shall be roasting and packing and putting the Ugandan coffee on the map, and actually making my family, my fellow farmers, my brothers, my sisters, and my parents, making them proud, because their product is gonna be the best leading coffee product on the American market.